Hi. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you got going on.
Hi guys.
Hi John.
I'm fine.
Hi John.
I'm fine. Hi Ron. I'm good. And you?
I'm in the holiday spirit this year.
I can see.
Yeah.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everyone. How are we?
We're good, mate.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? Happy Hanukkah, brother.
Thank you.
All right, let's see here. Let's give it just half a minute. Okay. I guess a half a minute has gone by. I suppose we can, oh, hang on one sec. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's begin. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Everscale Community Call number 85, which happens to be the last one for this particular year. So let's make it a great one. Quick rules, as always, if you're not disposing of a body or in the middle of building a snowman, if you could, please turn on your cameras so we can see you. Please save your questions until the end of everybody's presentation, or each presentation, I should say, and then use the raise your hand feature in Zoom to ask that question. For our dearly beloved YouTube guests, you can write your question or comment in the thread and we'll answer it at the end of the call. And as a friendly reminder, this call is conducted in English, so please respect that. Yeah, listen, we have some very interesting presentations today, a couple of milestones, some great updates. So I think it'll be the perfect year wrap up, roll up sort of thing, and everybody should enjoy it, and I hope they do. Let me waste no time and get to the first segment that we always have, which is technical tidbits from Mitya. So Mitya, if you would, please get us going.
Yeah, hi. That's my technical update right now. So this is like almost a week, which we have a mixed network, which is steadily, well, I would say growing, but it's now after some elections, later elections, some of the master nodes for some reason switched to shard nodes, but you know, I basically every time someone comes to me and says, and people are coming to me and saying like, we want to switch to Rust node, I giving them the Rust node. They're you know, switching hopefully. So we see that 32% currently on average for last hour of the Rust node validating the work chain, and 45% validating the master chain. There was like up to 70% of periods. Basically, it's growing, but you know, it's. I know that validators are switching. They're not switching all of their nodes, like switching some of the nodes, and that's fine. I mean, the network works fine. We still see some previous version of the block. I don't know what to do with these people. There are a few validators that just didn't upgrade their nodes for like 3 months. And we're now trying to figure out their IP addresses and send them some flowers. I don't know what to do. Decentralization, that's what it is. Then what else? So we will release publicly the node, but I don't want to release it while we have these percentages, because it can be dangerous, because people will start to may start massively upgrading, and some things can break, meaning that the network can stall for some time. So we don't want that. So I don't know, like, again, I'm asking all the validators to please come to me and switch your nodes to Rust. Again, I published the Rust node branch into the main governance. So like a lot of validators are there. So I'm asking you to switch all your nodes to Rust. It should be like a graceful process. Of course, you should start a new node. You should sync the node. You should then make an election stake from this node to the elections, and then obviously not putting stakes from the old node. So then to switch the C++ node off. But basically right now I'm asking everyone who wants to switch, please. There is, as you can see, like there is no problems with the network. It works just fine. And the faster we move to Rust nodes now, the better, actually. So we can introduce, new things into this node that we otherwise cannot. So it's up to you guys now. We did our part. But please switch. When the networks will reach about 66%, ish, kind of, maybe 50% plus, we will release the public release of the node, the version that is working now. Not expecting any changes on this one anymore. We don't see any problems, simply speaking. There is one tiny thing that sometimes pop up. We're investigating it. But it's not related to, like, it's not critical, and it's not related to anything important. More or less, probably old nodes in the network causing sometimes some minor things. Of course, what is causing major things is when this node, and I will switch to like, yeah, you can see that this is a no, not that, actually. I need to go up. This one, yeah, this is a shard stopped. See, and it stopped because in this particular thread there were more than third validators from the old 6 version, and it's just because of that they couldn't validate it, so it should wait for some time to restore itself. So again, that's for people not upgrading. What can I say? Please do. That's it from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mita. Thank you very much. And I guess maybe we'll ping everybody individually if we have to, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
With a nice Christmas present in a box, in the form of baseball bat or something like that.
It'll be an Al Capone Christmas. Okay. Yeah. Well, that usually works. Thank you very much, Mita. I appreciate it. Okay. Next up, we have Andrew from Quick App Ninja, QAN for short. Some of you may recall that QAN was actually one of the first partners to join the ecosystem, and they've done a tremendous amount of work since then. because I'm personally privy to it. And I know the community asked a few questions over time about any possible updates. Well, I think we have more than just an update. There's a kind of a big announcement just in time for the holidays, and I think it's amazing news. But anyway, I'm going to let Andrew tell you more. So Andrew, if you're ready, please tell the folks what you have going on.
Just a mic check, Aaron. Do you guys hear me okay?
We do.
Thank you so much it's just so much upbuilt for me now. So I think with the festivities coming up, right, everybody's looking for them presents. So hopefully I'm going to unwrap you one here. So I'm going to turn on my screen sharing just in a moment. Give me a second. Please let me know if you see my screen.
We do.
Okay. Again, thanks everybody for joining, and feel like this opportunity before the year end to give you the community the update on what we've been able to achieve so far. For those of you who don't know what Quick App Ninja or QAN is, so this project has been born around 7 years ago. The idea was pretty simple. Can we give an opportunity for non-developer folks who would like to create games, specifically trivia games, a framework, a set of tools that they can do that and publish these games and potentially monetize some of these games through the participation from the players. And the vision that we've kind of onboarded with this project was to essentially empower the people who have no abilities, have no understanding of how to code, to become, if you will, game developers and enjoy what this market brings to them. And we built this platform. It took us a few years, but effectively what we're able to do is just remove all these existing friction points. And for those of you who know what it is to code and what it is to build the game, you're probably familiar how difficult that is to learn all these tools, how to publish, how to update, how to maintain, and effectively bring the monetization techniques together. So we're able to create one single pane of glass, if you will, for everything that I just mentioned. And the people who have ideas, who have the followers, can come in and start building these things in less than 15 minutes, have them up and live. As you can see, the project has gained some momentum. So since inception, we've got around 500,000 game creators. We have 200 million unique players, and our games have been played more than 1 billion times. So as Ron mentioned, around a year ago, so we decided that we want to kind of transform our project into decentralized trivia game network. And essentially, we want to do that so that we can align incentives for the participants of the network more and eliminate the middlemen that exist today, and then take, quite frankly, a significant chunk of the earnings. And not to mention that some of the existing game platforms like Google and Apple don't allow for certain types of games that we saw our community wanted it to be able to kind of provide. So we went on a search for technology that's going to be able to power this change and transformation. Obviously, blockchain is a kind of a natural choice for that. We looked at a few of these tech solutions, and for us, Everscale, at the time Freetown, was the best choice, obviously with the vision and very powerful technology underneath, and obviously high throughput and the capabilities that we thought were super impressive at the moment. And so we went ahead and started to build this project, and we wanted it to build it in a way that we take advantage of the technology so that everything becomes clear and transparent for the game creators. We log everything in the ledger. We have all transactions clean and recorded, and players also can see that how things are being recorded and how the players are being nominated. In addition to be able to earn additional tokens for participation on this new network, we also give opportunity for the game creators to use the tokens to promote their games, in some cases reward their players. And if you look at the very basic value proposition that we created with this network, we have two participants. We have game developers and we have players. So for game developers, straight and simple, they now have more than 30% additional earnings for the same level of game participation by the players. It's a completely fair pay. There is no racking of some middleman charges in the middle. They do have more types of game choices available to them. There is going to be buy-sell market available for them, so they can turn their popular games into earnings by just being able to sell them, or somebody can buy a game so people can come in, build a game and sell it. We're looking for NFTs, one of the forms of monetization that we also would like to offer. And obviously all of the network participants, including game developers, probably going to be majority holders, will have ability to influence the future direction of this network. So like the new features, capabilities, whatnot, they can vote on that and essentially become true owners with the aligned incentives of how to develop this trivia game network. For players, things are only better. They're not just only they enjoy the games that they already have, they have now ability to earn additional tokens, and they earn them in multiple different models for game participation, for bringing additional growth to the network, for winning leagues. And there is NFT awards that also are going to be available to them by the game developers and from us. And they will have an opportunity also to have a fractional revenue share model as they become, this network matures and they play more, and some of these devoted players will create that model. If you look at the current status of where we are, so we launched around between September and October, so we have in roughly 45 days around 10,000 people. And the reason we went with this space was that we wanted to make sure the tech works well, so that as we started to grow, we didn't want to create any, if you will, unexpected user experience issues, and they wanted it to be, the experience to be so that they don't know it's on a blockchain. So it's completely, so there's no bad PR around that. So it's completely smooth and nice. So we have ported around 200,000 games in 32 different languages. And this short time, we already have 40,000 games being played. And we have seen a tremendous user engagement growth in the last 30 days. And if I were to show you how we measure that, we see here on this chart, you see over time what we call completed levels. And a level is just a question you fill in a trivia game, like what is this, and a picture, just guess or whatnot. And as you can see, the levels that represent how much people play and stay inside one game or across the games has been steady growing since that launch. It's very interesting to look at the player demographics, because some people think that the trivia games are something that people in the former Soviet Union really like, but in the world is not very popular. It's actually not true. So quite significant amount of countries, Southeast Asia, Asia, Latam, and generally in Europe are really, like Turkey, really loving the trivia games concept. As you can see from our players' participation, many of players that we have seen on the platform have come from those traditional trivia game markets, and really not from just, like I said, a few countries in East Europe. And if you were to think about these phase one, right, this is kind of where we are today. So we finished the decentralization part, launched this online game. So we have each player to have a wallet, all of the earnings for play to earn type of engagement gets into those wallets. The game developers now have decentralized wallets, and their earnings also from monetization come in them. Obviously, deep bots and sort of essential part of this payment mechanics, and both players and mostly players can use them to convert it in various currencies and use the tokens also for purchasing in-game stuff and for various services. We've also launched the concept of leagues, and these are completely decentralized as well, so that participants, which is players, can join the league, try to win it, and for that they also have monetary reward in Ever tokens. And we have a short demo for you. I don't know if you guys would like to see, Ron. Please let me know how we are doing on time. If we have
we're doing really well, actually. So please go ahead. Absolutely,
so
we'd love to see it.
I'll ask Dimitri to do it. So if you, Dimitri, can just share your screen and give the demo update for everyone, please.
Hi everyone.
Hello, Dimitri.
Yeah,
you're probably gonna have to stop sharing your screen so that Dimitri can share his.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Dmitry, and now I'm going to show you how our game process looks from the player perspective. Wait a second. Okay, moment. Okay, so in the beginning, all players access to the quiz catalog. Here you can see the most popular games by countries. Now I'm in Barcelona, so accordingly, I can see the top games in Spain. Also, the games here are grouped by various topics: trivias, movies, cartoons, anime. So let's take a look at, I guess, the movie by emoji game. At each level, players see a picture and amount of letters in the answer field. Players can use hints, remove extra letter, or insert a correct letter. For example, answer here is add. So every time the player completes a level, they get awarded with a gem token created on Everscale blockchain. In short, players continue complete levels and earn gems. Now I want to draw your attention to another section where all the play-to-earn mechanics is implemented. It's here. The main blocks here is a daily challenge and the raffles. The player who collects the largest amount of gems during one day will get a daily reward in equivalent of $5 in Evercoins. Another area is raffles. The player can use the collected gems to participate in the raffle. To do so, they can buy a raffle ticket and win up to $300 in Evercoins. If a player stuck on one game, he can select another game from the list and continue play and continue to earn gems. So I have to show you the main principles of gameplay. So Andrew, please go ahead.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you, Dmitry. That was cool to see it. I think what I would add to this is that the experience of onboarding the people into the platform is completely seamless. So like I said, all they need to do is just to confirm their email address for us, and then that takes care of enabling them with all of the provisions in the blockchain world, so they don't have to kind of learn the math, if you will, again. To kind of give you a bit of an update on our future plans. So next 6 months, we are pretty much going to do one important thing. So it is to bring our players that we have today, these 2-3 million of monthly active players that we have, onto the network. So we're going to do it at least with the commitment of 100,000 players or so, which we feel is easily achievable. But if the technology is going to work well, everything that we thought through will be supportive, obviously this number is going to be more than that. But this is kind of the low side of what we expect, but I think we can easily get 1 million too. So as we do that, we also want to make sure that the tokenomics of the project work, and that we have both players and creators to kind of exchange hands and between themselves in roughly 1 million or so Evers. And I think this is important. A part of what we're trying to do is just to ensure that there is, if you will, a natural consumption and the proper velocity for the tokenomics, so that we can, as we add more gasoline into the project, that this scales well as well, and the players and the creators feel that the rewards they're getting are worthwhile. And one important element of what we also going to do is that to introduce the we're going to introduce the minting of games for the game creators in the form of NFT. So as part of the decentralized marketplace that we're going to create, that is going to become an asset that they can trade hands with. There's going to be also NFTs inside the games as collectibles, and we're going to work on finding both bringing the out network NFTs into the our network, as well as to mint our own, so that there is a mix of valuable assets that the players can earn. And some of these NFTs will also offer fractional access to the revenue for most, if you will, participating players, and hopefully they'll also benefit from the network growth in such way. And just almost forgot. There's one more thing. You guys all remember the free ton conversion to Everscale that happened on Malta, and I was actually there, and there was the V part, as it stands for my last name. And for those who wanted to see how I looked on the full size, this is how I am. I'm a little taller than everybody. And as part of that, not only free ton was connected to Everscale, we also had Pay2K converted to the Ever Games at the same time. So now we are Ever Games, and we are more than ever aligned with this amazing project Everscale. And please come and play a game. And I hope this is going to be one of the things that you'll do between now and Christmas time and holidays. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, thank you, Andrew. That's wow, awesome, very good. Does anybody have a question? Anybody have a question for Andrew?
Well, first of all, Andrew, great stuff. Thank you very much. We discussed extensively overnight which letter to give you, and V was chosen consciously. Hope you guys are achieve some victory and success with this project. Yeah. On a serious note, like what's when are you like really ramping up and launching properly, and just a little bit more on the next steps?
Yeah, so I think it is now. So like, I think what we see right now is the tech works. Really, there is nothing that is going to stop us. So we, as we discussed before, we are looking for creative ways to incentivize our players that are participants of the other closed networks to come in. This is plan and works, and I think you guys are going to see some, real increase in the participation in numbers over the course of next few weeks after the holidays. The objective of 1 million is real. We do mean it, so we just have to do it in a way that, as we discussed, that the other closed networks don't see us creating a threat to them. So, and we think we have a way to do it now.
Absolutely fantastic. Awesome.
You froze a little bit for me. I don't know if you.
I said fantastic.
Oh.
Fantastic. Just good stuff, man. Really good stuff.
But we're also very excited about the concept of introducing the NFTs. So this is going to be a new feature development for us, but we think it does create additional, more valuable game dynamics for players as well as for the creators. And this is going to be, if you will, product development elements. And I think we'll release it sometime in the end of Q1, beginning of Q2.
Hats off to you. Okay. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Dimitri. Wonderful presentation. We'll see if there's any questions that come in through YouTube. And now I'd like to welcome Marina from itgold.io. And she's going to be presenting actually on 3 projects. The first of which is something we talked about just 2 weeks ago on community call number 83, which is the fractional NFT project for the Renoir painting that's up for sale. And if somebody, if you haven't seen that yet, you can actually go to the Everscale YouTube channel and find weekly update number 83 and scroll forward to about 1 hour and 10 minutes, and you can see that. So we're going to hear about an update for that. Also, Marina is going to talk about the Everspace Wallet, formerly known as Oberton, correct? Yes, I believe that's correct.
Right.
And also, she's going to talk about Grand Bazaar's NFT standardization initiative, which I'm actually very curious about. So Marina, if you're ready, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ron. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you guys. Merry Christmas. Thank you for your time today. My name is Marina. I'm a community manager at itgold.io, and today I'm going to present you our recent updates. And we will start, as Ron already mentioned, from our first project. Let me share my screen. I will show you so you don't have to go to YouTube to find the previous video. I will briefly go through the project just for you to understand the idea, the basic idea.
Yep.
Well, itgold.io and the SetPlace NFT marketplace starting the project, The Greatest Works of Art, fully implemented on the Everscale blockchain. For those who don't know, you will know now. As a part of the project, the platform plans to locate world-famous objects of art, verifying its authenticity, in partnership with a number of major Russian museums. And in total, approximately 10 paintings are in plan for the 2022. Here is the project page. Let's go here, and I also can share this link with our YouTube viewers. Please, you can go to the project page yourself. Well, in less than 1 day, we are launching our first drop, an NFT collection of real physical masterpiece of pictorial art, a double portrait of Jean Baudot by Pierre-Auguste Renoir, a famous French painter, one of the first impressionists. Well, as you see, an entry to the waitlist has been already open for a while, and the particles at the special price have been already booked up. At that moment, the reservation for the price of 8,800 ever is on. It's a price for one particle. For those who are interested in getting to the wait list, you can also go use this link. Let me show it as well. Sorry, this.
That's okay. You can actually put it into the Zoom chat, and I'll put it into YouTube if you like.
This deal with a link takes some time. Sorry. Well, here is it. Oh, excuse me. I should give a link. But anyway, going to the page itself gives you an opportunity to go to the list. Ron, would you mind to delete the docs link I've just provided, please?
I don't see the link. Did you
in
try,
YouTube? In
oh,
YouTube.
in YouTube.
Yeah, please.
Actually, I don't see it there either. Let's do this. Why don't you just I think maybe it went somewhere else.
This is a mistake a little bit.
That's okay. That's okay. Why don't you just put it in the Zoom chat?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I'll make sure it gets to YouTube right away.
Yeah, good. That would be much better. I will do. Well, well, it takes a while to find too much.
I'll tell you what, why don't you continue? I think I know where to find it, and I'll get it done.
Sure. Well, what's exactly is going on? The canvas itself will be conditionally divided to 1125 pieces, particles, if you like, and each buyer will be able to purchase from 1 to 10 pieces. The particles will be chosen completely randomly, so no one can be able to choose any specific part. The smart contract will contain an exclusive right to a digital copy of the NFT fraction, a non-exclusive right to the whole masterpiece digital copy, and the ease of owning a physical masterpiece. We are also working on launching the governance token and implementation of NFT staking functionality for those who won't sell their particles immediately. These token holders, in addition to the basic NFT rights, will be also able to collectively initiate displaying the painting to the general public once it is placed in a museum. unlimited access to the painting while it is placed in our physical gallery, this third place in the St. Petersburg on Lithuanian Prospect. Please welcome everyone. And to have an access to the metrics of the artwork storage conditions, temperature, humidity level, and etc. And to observe the image of an artwork within the CCTV camera. After the end of sales, the painting will be bought from the gallery where it is currently placed, imported to St. Petersburg, Russia, and the secondary market will open. So we wish great access to the participants who supported the project. Briefly, that is all for this third place. Well, let's go to the, any questions maybe?
Does anyone have any questions for Marina about this particular project?
Well, guys, in any way, I will provide some.
But maybe stay, but just after the presentation, stick around in case we have questions
Sure.
that come in from.
Sure.
Oh, we do have a question from Ben. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Ben.
Yeah, it was half comment, half question, but I mean, obviously, wow, you know, that's an incredible
Thank
piece to be
you.
selling on. I am genuine. I've caught half of this story, but not really dug into it properly. So, wow, what an incredible piece. I just wanted to know, obviously, kind of the plans on following this up. I mean, are you guys looking at curating a bigger collection of specialist art interests? Have you got any other pieces in the pipeline?
Sure, yeah. On the previous page, we can just see how many famous names are here. And this is our approximate roadmap. We some of these masterpieces are located. They are hidden now, but it will soon be visible. And some of them we are still trying to locate. We are working with several galleries in Europe, finding these masterpieces, doing negotiations with the hosters, with the owners, and trying to find the best variant for the next sale. As you see, it's Volga again. And maybe, and for sure, it will be much more expensive than Renoir's painting, this one. So this is first drop. We hope to make an art, a really great art, not just something which is available for, I don't know, maybe for the people with great money, but for each and everyone. I mean, for art lovers who just dream to have such kind of possibility and couldn't even dream about it. So yeah, thank you.
And I'm just half baking ideas off the top of it. What would be really cool is to see some sort of partnership with street artists, perhaps, and doing maybe treasure hunts with small pieces of it, you know, actual real world stuff. But
that's
yeah.
right. That's definitely
I'm sure
right.
you guys
And
have
it
big plans of your own.
Sure. This is technically possible. And NFT third place, marketplace and gallery, physic gallery, I mean, is already communicating with several galleries. And as you see on the marketplace, there are the various works from our young modern artists, which are available for purchasing. Please come and see what's going on in modern art. And maybe I will say a couple of words about that thing when I will talk about Grand Bazaar. Well, guys, yeah, that's
I can't wait for Monet, and maybe
sure you do.
Oh gosh, my favorite artist. It's a toss up between Rembrandt and Monet for me.
Yeah, do you know that Renoir and Monet were almost best friends, and they spend a lot of time sketching together. And sometimes you can even
I
say
do.
for sure where
do.
is Renoir. Yeah.
I do.
So this is a great moment. Yeah, of course. These are founders of Impressionism. So yeah, that would be huge. Well, the next topic is much shorter. Just a pleasant announcement that the Everspace Wallet, former Oberton, which frankly rebranded because of Everscale did rebranding also. This project, which is now being developed with the support of Untitled team, is now supporting the basic tip 3 functionality as the Broxys does. And you can add, sorry, let me show you the interface. You can just add your own or whatever token, because here is the preloaded list, which is already available. And if you need to add your own, it is very easy, just pressing the plus button. And if you have the root address, you can add anything and it will appear in your wallet, like here. Again, will tip3 token wallet will also appear. That is all, I suppose. And we are very happy to announce that this functionality is realized now. Well,
Awesome.
the last but not the least from me, another IT Gold.io project, Grand Bazaar IO. Maybe some of you already know it, or it is the winner of the recent Everscale Freeton, actually, marketplace competition. Yes, this marketplace, frankly, all our marketplace, I mean, Chess NFT also, and third place NFT, now support TrueNFT Standardization. And as we working a lot on it, we gladly share our experience in the network development. We have a GitHub repository and support chat in Telegram where you can ask any questions to our developers, any NFT questions, frankly. And our nearest plans are to release some dashboards for NFT and new game entirely implemented on the blockchain too. So guys, I will provide some links to the GitHub repository and to our chat, support chat, which you can use to.
If you want to just put it right in that in the chat, in Zoom, that'd be great.
Zoom, yeah. There is some strange thing. My buttons disappeared. Maybe that's because of
it's
sharing
either
the screen.
it's the new version.
Yeah, they're here, so I have to do like that. Well, okay. So that is all, I suppose. Let me provide you some useful links. Maybe someone has non-technical questions for me, because I'm a little, not
like
so
me.
qualified in techniques. Yeah.
Just like me. Does anybody have a question for Marina? And Roman, could you please toss those into YouTube?
Yeah, for sure.
Good. And one more link for those who have any questions considering Evespace Wallet. Yeah.
Do we have any questions from Zoom for Marina? 3, 2, 1.
Sold out. Well,
Sold
okay.
out.
Well, our team
gavel hits.
wishes you the great year, new year, really happy new year, and Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marina. Excellent presentation. A lot of great information and a very cool project, without a doubt. Projects, I should say. Okay, I promised to try to keep today's call under an hour, and we're doing well. So, as is tradition around here, next comes Ben's Bits. But before we do that, just a little small aside. Normally, that's our closing segment, but I think that today, after we're coming to the end, after the Q&A session, we're going to have sort of a holiday send-off, hence the hat. So please stick around until the very end. But in the interim, Mr. Ben, give us all your bits of holiday cheer. And where's Ben? Ben's gone. That's just-
Probably buying Renoir painting those 6,
Hang on, let me ping him. Hang on, we can't do this without Ben's Bits. Come on.
I'm coming. Wait.
Oh, I see. There's a prep here. I got it.
Ben's. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We're not doing Ben's Bits this week. It's Santa's Santa's Bits. So, I thought, to be honest, Ron, you were reading something out first. So you've caught me off guard here, you bugger. Right.
Sorry, man.
Oh, wrong one. Stop share. You've caught me all off guard here, ain't ya? Computer audio. There we go. Right. Hey, so we should have some audio as well coming through.
We do.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm going to drop the Santa voice because it's not very good anyway. But yeah, Merry Christmas. It's the last one of the year, isn't it? I got my beard out and everything. So we've got a couple of bits for you, which haven't come up in the weekly meeting. You may enjoy these. Pokerton. Oh, we like Pokerton, don't they? They're having a very special holiday tournament with some very, very cheap low buy-ins and some huge prizes. So if you like games, if you like poker, get involved. Have a bit of festive fun. It's what Christmas is all about. Games. And speaking of early Christmas presents, for those of you who maybe got involved with Bridge Token by Broxus, wow, that's been doing well, hasn't it? Getting a lot of coverage, doing some good things out there. So ho 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 on that one. Cardano native token seems to have gone a little bit maybe under the radar, which is a very nice little present for us all. Obviously, Cardano has its issues with being a UTXO blockchain. They've recently launched tokens. They need some scalability. And who are they turning to? Ho, 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 us, of course. Who else would they turn to for scalability? So that's huge, huge. Turning things to my favourite subject, which is, of course, me. The KWPC will be filming our festive promo trailer over the next couple of days, which will be coming out over the next, couple of days after that, basically. So that'll be a nice little present for you all. Something a bit silly, a bit fun, and also teasing up what's actually been going on with the show. Never mind the shitcoins, I'm going to do some best bits as a little present for you all. So, just some bite-sized Christmas chunks with a couple of skits to join all the bits together. I also did a very, very cool podcast about ladies in crypto with the social media platform Blockster yesterday. Again, a few nice mentions for Everscale and such, so ho 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 on that one. I may get in trouble with Ron for this one. I'm not sure where we stand, but there is a very big Christmas present which hasn't really had the attention it deserves, which is coming out to all of us. There is an increased staking program which has been announced on Cointelegraph, which has gone a little bit but there's increased staking out for the new year, guys. Hey, why just settle for 5% when you can get way more than that? Ho, ho, ho. So check out the details on that. Cointelegraph, obviously, is where it leaks, but check it out. And that's it for Santa's Bits this year. But once again, thank you ever so much for a crazy, insane year. Honestly, I mean, losing the beard a minute. I've had the weirdest, wackiest year of my life, and it is all thanks to you beautiful people. Everscale, what a community. Like, I've genuinely loved every minute of this year. We've had some ups and downs, but we're going places, people. That not financial advice, but we're going places. And that's the end of the song, so I'll sign off there. Thank you very much, everyone.
It's the most
Wonderful time of the year. I shouldn't sing. I'll kill everything. That was awesome, Ben. You rock, man. Absolutely. Oh, and yes, the boosted staking program. That's something you definitely want to check out. You can, yeah, that's all I'll say. Otherwise, somebody will slap me on the head. Thank you, Ben. Wow. Right. As we sort of sign off for the holidays, let's first go to Q&A, and everybody, like I said, please stick around. We do have a few questions that came in, so let's address those. We had them written in, so let's go first with this. Okay. Noam, I pronounced that correctly, says, or asks rather, why is the currency, or rather, what is the currency symbol of Ever? He's seeing the E with the flat line and an E with basically a little pyramid on top of it. And he's asking which one is actually going to be the symbol. As far as I know, it's the one with the flat line, but I'm actually myself not sure. Can anybody answer that? Maybe Alex?
I think Zhenya, our designer and Surflead, has proposed E with flat line, which is Latvian letter from Latvian keyboard alphabet, and I don't know where this it's from French, I think, or something. It's like unpronounced S actually.
Right.
This thing on top of the roof, on top of the it's unpronounced S. Yeah. So I have no idea.
Oh, I think, and as Noam suggests here, maybe it should be a community discussion.
I think it should be. Agree.
So there's your answer. Next, we have 5 questions in a row from number WM85. So, will there be new exchanges in 2022? Yes, I'm sure there will be. Number 2, when does Flex start? Soon.
Yeah, well, I think sometimes there are imposters on the call just to kind of answer questions that they ask me anyway.
Of course.
Yeah, it's soon. Yeah, it's we're doing version number 2, I guess, right now, because like the first version you can actually trade with on mainnet. So it's what we're doing now. It's a redesigned interface which will bring it to the on par with any central exchange, like Binance. No kidding. And some other very, very cool technology which we're introducing, like for example, new authentication mechanism for an application via Surf, which allows things like institutional trading with some policies and stuff. For traders, institutional trading, right? So the features that the institutions are expecting on exchange, or maybe not expecting actually, because they don't have these features right now on any decentralized exchange or centralized exchange for crypto. I think. Well, I don't know about Coinbase, but they're not getting that on Binance. But anyway, so yeah, it's coming in January, generally speaking, simply because of the holidays, which will hit us in the beginning of January, unfortunately. And so we'll have to take a break for some time. And so January is the public release.
Okay. Question number 3, literally 2 words. When roadmap? And I'm not sure what roadmap.
Yeah. I think I get that again. Imposters. I don't know. Now everyone seems to be very keen on this roadmap shit. I think is not necessary actually, because like I think as a community network, we in decentralized network, we're not but they say, well, everyone else has roadmap. Well, everyone else has the roadmap, but not everyone else has the scalable network like we do. Not everyone else has decentralized community like we are, and so on and so forth. So everyone else is not always, the right example of behavior. But nevertheless, I mean, the roadmap is in the white paper. So, but for surrendering to the pressure from some people, I will make a roadmap, formal, like kind of formal, deducted from the white paper, and that's it.
And the next question is, Ton Labs, will Ton Labs be rebranding, and will it be Everlabs, Everscale Labs? So I think I can answer that. So the first thing is Ton Labs is its own company, and yes, there are internal discussions, of course. So I'm sure we will be. What that will be up to us. Number 5, when new contests? Well,
there are some in DevX, for example. There are some new contests are coming. The first one is like the design and implementation of the new consensus protocol, which is, and then there is a whole roadmap actually, which I did present to the DevX subgovernance, and I also have a proposal for the contests on the BLS signatures in the cryptography group. And there are a lot of contests in the formal verification subgovernance. So the technical contests are ongoing. I think there also will be continuing contests in DeFi subgovernance, but that's better ask Vlad, who is on the call. I don't know.
Yes,
he is.
One contest we have launched, which is for the second stage of the security, sovereign identity framework, and two contests more are being prepared. So sorry, it's quite a busy year end, and simply have no time to write them. But hopefully we will launch them by year end, and they will last at least until end of January.
So there you go. And also, just to understand, and I think maybe there's some subtext behind the question, is that I think maybe the greater question for you is, are there going to be more, other contests? Of course there will. Of course there will. They're just going to be presented in a different light. So it's not going to be, it's probably not going to come from traditional giver accounts. It's probably going to come from a foundation that's already being established. So yes, there will always be contests. I hope I answered your question. If not, DM me and I will be happy to answer or forward your question. So thank you. Right. So that's it in terms of Q&A. Does anybody else have a comment or question that they'd like to ask or state or something like that before we move on to the finality? No. All right. So because we have people that are spread throughout so many different countries and celebrate holidays differently and at different times, this is, like I mentioned at the beginning, the last weekly call of the year, but we will be back on January 11th, Tuesday, January 11th, same as always, same time, same everything. We already have 2 topics lined up, which are really cool, and we wanted to have them today, but it's just impossible because we're already at an hour. And so I think it's time for anyone who wishes to speak up to send their holiday wishes to the community, to anybody else. And I guess as host, I'm going to start us off. And I contemplated this and I debated with myself, and I didn't want to embarrass myself because I've done that so many times, but
do it.
Do it. What the hell? Why not? All right, let me open it. Wrote a little poem. Yes, poem. It's kind of a roses are red, violets are blue kind of thing, but nevertheless. Okay. We needed an answer. We launched a crusade. We bet on our whole cards and looked for that spade. Partners and subgovs, some grew and some waned, but still in the end, that's the name of the game. Community aces, together we played, wins and some losses, some left, some came. New projects, new wins, surf, big in the end. New people, new friends, from chess to Big Ben. We're ready for ups from DeFi and DEX, new swaps and new tops, from Numis to Flex. Everscale ready to be number one. Bring in the many and leave back no one. For all the work, the sweat, blood and tears, Everscale blockchain will kick ass next year. Speed, deed, and do. This is the way from Everscale to you. Have a wonderful holiday. That's all I got.
Bravo. It's really
Wow.
nice.
Very nice. We should NFT that. Will be very expensive piece of poetry a few years from now.
30, 40, 50. Who else would like to say something? This is the send-off, guys. Last chance.
Look, we shouldn't spoil that, Ron. We shouldn't spoil that. There is still time between Christmas and New Year to say that. Let's end on a high note.
Well, in that case, yes, everyone, we will see you once again on Tuesday, January 11th. Please, same time. Happy holidays. Enjoy your time. I know I'll be working most of that time, but nevertheless, thank you for coming. Love you all.
Happy holidays. Thank you, Ron.
Holidays, bye.
Thank you, guys. Happy
Bye,
holidays.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Merry
Happy holiday.
Christmas.
Happy
Bye.
holidays.
Bye.
Happy holiday.
Take
Bye bye.
care, everyone.